I ask my colleagues to join me in honoring Julia Reichert, an award-winning filmmaker, activist in Ohio, and whom we lost last week. Julia was born in New Jersey. She moved to Yellow Springs, Ohio, in Greene County to attend Antioch College, where her interest in activism and storytelling emerged, interests that led her to become a voice, a strong, well-known voice for working Americans. During her time at Antioch, she combined her passions by hosting a feminist program on the campus radio station and making Growing Up Female, a groundbreaking feminist documentary that explored the socialization of women. Decades later, it would be added to the National Film Registry by the Library of Congress. After college, Julia made Dayton her home as her work gained national attention. Her documentaries Union Maids, M-A-I-D-S, Union Maids, which followed women active in the Chicago labor movement, and Seeing Red were both nominated for Academy Awards. Her 2010 film, The Last Truck, followed the workers at the GM plant in Moraine, Ohio, as they built their final truck and the plant closed down. The film became the prologue for Academy Award-winning documentary American Factory, which focused on the next chapter of that GM plant after a Chinese company bought it. In American Factory, Julia took a global story. She made it local. She made it understandable. She made it very popular. She gave a voice to the workers in the communities overlooked by the headlines, which happens all too often with a plant closing. In her films and documentaries, as she explored feminism and family, labor and politics, globalism and the economy, she took these big ideas and showed what they meant on a human level. Julia had a unique ability, an extraordinary ability to connect with all kinds of people and tell their stories in respectful and empathetic and understandable ways. She highlighted issues that were often overlooked. Her work sparked important conversations. People that watched these films had really no idea what it was like to be these workers until they understood so much more when they came to the theater and watched these. Julia also taught at Wright State University in Dayton, serving as a mentor to the next generation of filmmakers. She instilled in her students that no matter where they came from or who they were, they have a voice and a story to tell. No matter who they were, where they came from, how little wealth their family might have had, they have a voice and a story to tell, and it's up to us to listen to those stories. They remember her genuine interest in their lives outside of the classroom. She cared about them. That's who Julia was. She was a champion of the labor movement, the feminist movement, and an extraordinarily talented storyteller. She was a friend and a mother and a mentor. Our world is a better place, not just Southwest Ohio when she came, but my whole state, our whole country is a better place because of Julia and her work. Julia's husband and fellow filmmaker, Stephen, whom I know, and her daughter, Leela, whom I have met, is an activist just like her mother. They will together uphold, as I will try to do, uphold Julia's legacy and will continue her work. Today, our thoughts are with Stephen and Leila, Julia's friends and family, and all those who knew her and loved her and so appreciated her and had the privilege of working alongside her. Thank you, Mr. President.